Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another YouTube video. In this video I'm going to show you how to top dress your lawn and how to deal with some patches on your lawn. Sometimes like this, that patch right there, I'm going to show you how to pull it out. Alright, stay tuned. Alright, so people, if you have patches on your lawn like those as I show you, what you really realize, this is Zoysia grass. What you really realize, you can see some stolons. And these are called shoots or stolons. You can see them actually running. So what you want to do is to capture these and actually allow them to send up new growth. Just like how you see this new growth is going up. Those new leaves are coming up. So what I'm going to do is to cover this. So all you need is some manure like this. This is chicken manure. Or you can use compost if you have compost. Or you can use sand. And all you do is just me have some feathers here. I'm going to remove them. All you do is just cover it up like that. And what you're going to, that stem that I show you is going to now send up grass, leaves or blades of grass coming through that, right? And that's how you patch it. So I'm just using the chicken manure to patch it. You can also use the chicken manure to do a broadcasting right over your lawn, right? All you need is a shovel and just rub it right in. And soon after, what you do is just wet it, all right? And as I said, the best thing to use is actually compost. But I don't have any. So I'm using the chicken manure. And this is chicken manure that is actually removed from the coop maybe about a month now. So it is properly air out and most of the, if not all of the ammonia content is, you know, significantly reduced so that it cannot be able to burn my grass. So that's how you do it. Right? And so you have an next patch here, so you can back up these as well. And as I said, if you have sand, you can also use that if you have it. So all of these patches, you just do it like that. And show them that little section up there. Alright. So this section here, this is how I have actually dealt with this section, because this was like down there. And as you can see it now, it is thick and lush. Alright. And these are some little weeds. I'm just actually removing them by hand. I also use 2,4-D to kill broadleaves, and these are some broadleaves. But I stopped using 2,4-D right now because it's not everything you can use if you use chemical. I don't recommend chemical. Sometimes it is best for you to go and just remove some of these little weeds by hand. Of course, if you have a lot, you can use a chemical. But I have them under control right now. So as you can see, my lawn right here is beautiful. Very, very, very pretty. And lush. Right? And as I said, this is Zoysia. Right? This is the most sought after grass right now in the Caribbean, especially here in Jamaica. Right? You can see the blades. Very thick, very lush, very green. So, remember, use the manure. If you come right here, so and look, I'll show them right here. You can actually see the manure. See remnants of the manure that I use. Right? So that is a testimony right there to how good the manure is, right? Because as I said, the entire lawn was covered. So if you want, you can cover your entire lawn. As long as you have the manure that is fine enough, you can cover your entire lawn with manure. Just top dress it right through. And within a week, you will see the blades of grass just coming up through the manure. And if you don't have manure, you can use sand. But one of the things with sand that I don't like is that sand offer drainage, but it don't have any nutrition to the grass. There's no nutrition in the sand, but the manure, it have a nutrition. It also help with drainage. It also help with water retention in it, so that you don't have to water your lawn every single day. You know, you can water it maybe every other 2 days or so. So that is one of the good things with the manure and with the compost. All right, this is another broadleaf over here. I'm gonna just remove it like that. All right, so that is what I do. I'm just going to show you now how I patch out the rest. So like this area right here, as I said, you can see the stolon running, right? You can see some stolon running. I'm just going to cover them like that. And what I'm doing is just helping the grass to spread more. Alright, so all of these little stolons, you know, You just cover. Right across. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to tell you a little secret. When I get this when I got this property, this land was run down. It was terrible. It was full of weeds and the grass. The place was hard, you know, it was very compacted because it wasn't being cared for, you know. And if you look around now, just pan it around and show them, you can see. So guys, I'm just going to fill out just like how you see this right now. So you see all of this, and you make it the same level with the grass. That's what you want, because when you wet it, you know, it's going to go down a little bit. So even if you get it a little bit higher than the grass level, as soon as you water this, it's going to sink a little bit, and then it becomes the same level. So what you're going to notice, you see right here, we have the little blades. That's how you're going to see the blades coming through here and all over until it just becomes like up there. So that's how you deal with it, right? So I'm just going to go through now, remove any little weeds. You know, just like that. I'm going to big up one of my subscribers, Queen Bee. Big up yourself. You know, you're always in the comment section, the notification squad. Yeah, man. So big up yourself, Queen Bee. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have your grass, and you can use this method for any grass, you know, any grass, whether it is Bermuda, St. Augustine, anyone. All you have to do is just cut back those grass, because those grass tend to grow a little bit higher than the Zoysia. So you cut it back little, and then you can do the top dressing, right? The best way to do this for this grass is after you cut it. So after you cut it and it is very low, you can do the top dressing. And as I said, if you have enough manure, you can cover the entire area. Just make sure that you don't cover it too deep. But you can cover the entire area, water it every day, and trust me, within a week, you would be amazed to see what happened after you top dress your lawn. The best time to do this is just before spring or during spring. You don't want to do this when the grass is dormant, right, and not actively growing. So you want to do it just before spring or during the springtime, where your grass is growing actively the most. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is after 1 week, and I'm back on the lawn just to show you an update, just to give you an update of what the lawn is like now. Remember the last time I actually show you how to patch it, so I am here now just to show you. Now if you look at this area right here, you can actually see, as I promised you. If you look at this area right here, you can actually see, as I promised you, the blades of grass coming through, and this is actually the manure that we use. And if you look right here as well, right there, you can actually see those young blades coming up. So as I said, this is the perfect way how to patch it. This is also one of the stolen right there, so you can actually see that the grass is spreading vigorously. Also over here, you can see new growth. But let me just pan out and show you. Look at it now. Very, very thick. Look at this area. If you remember the last time, you can actually see the grass coming through. See them? And that's what you want. That's what you want right there. So this is actually spreading. Right here again. All over. Right here. This is new growth. Because remember that was where we put the manure. So you can see the new growth coming through right there. Here as well. Here as well. All over. Look at this spot. Look at that spot. Look at this spot right here. New growth coming through. Everywhere we place the manure, you can actually see new growth coming through. See that? So that's how you patch your lawn, ladies and gentlemen. You top dress it, and as I said, you can use the manure to cover the entire lawn, but you just want to make sure that you sieve it So it's fine enough so that it can go right down in there and sits very low in the lawn, closer to the soil. That's what you want. You don't want to use the big lump, because those are not going to look good on the lawn. So like for example that, you don't want to use this. You want to ensure that you sieve it properly so that it can sit very low, close to the soil surface, release nutrition for the grass, and at the same time holds on to water molecule and provide that water to the grass. So just to pan out and show you one more time. Beautiful. Very, 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 very beautiful. As I said, you can use sand, but as I said, the drawback with the sand is that the sand does not offer any nutrition. So that is why I use the manure. So you can actually see it is working. So you go ahead now and try it and tell me the result in the description of the video or in the comment section. So you go ahead now and try it. Tell me your result in the comment section of this video. I'm just going to pan out and show you the entire lawn now. Remember over this side I was telling you about? Still coming on. See that? Spread it like crazy. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you go now and you try this for home and garden fix and tricks. I'm Nicole. Peace.